They say an apple a day keeps a doctor away. But what if I were to tell you that the reason that millions of people in America are getting diagnosed with diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even various forms of cancer is because they keep eating that apple? Would they still eat it? No, of course not. They know that the apple is bad for them and it causes all of these health impacts that are negative for them. Well, millions of people in America fail to realize that the food that they eat, almost 75% of it, has genetically modified organisms that attack their intestinal digestive tract and causes these diseases. They don't realize that the apple they eat is completely not an apple itself. It may look like an apple and taste and feel like an apple, but the genetic makeup of that apple is not completely 100% apple. It contains genes that are technologically made to make it last longer, stay fresh on the stands at the supermarket, and even fight off the pesticides that are susceptible for the plant. And yes, that sounds absolutely amazing. It lasts longer, it's great for the supermarkets, it's great for the farmer. But what it's not great for is the consumer. The bacteria that the apple has, called glycophosphate, that they ingest in it through the DNA splicing, it's actually very detrimental to our health. That chemical destroys that bacteria in our intestines that are known for fighting diseases, building amino acids, and even red blood cells. So why do they keep putting it in our food, and why don't we know all of this information? Countries, first world countries like France, China, Germany, and even Australia have completely banned the use of genetically modified products. Why can't the US do the same for its citizens? We pay our taxes, right? Well, it's not that easy. There's big companies, large corporations. One example would be Monsanto. They have a lot of money. They pay billions of dollars each year in lawsuits, and they also pay billions of dollars at the Capitol through lobbyists to prevent these bills like let's ban GMOs or let's label foods that have GMOs. They ban those bills from occurring into law. It's not profitable for them. They have more money. And they also have the money to fund the research that would be in their favor. There's research that it's done by Monsanto and other corporations that show, well, genetically modified organisms, like, they're not that bad for you. But when an independent researcher does the research, it's actually against genetically modified organisms. There's a direct correlation between these really, really bad diseases and our food because the food contains GMOs. Well, like last year, for example, there was a man who was a groundskeeper and he used this herbicide every day for 30-40 years. That was how long his career or his job was. And he got cancer because there was a chemical that was in that herbicide that caused him cancer. And he won almost $10 billion from Monsanto. And that same chemical was found in our cereals. Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, Wheaties, these cereals that we eat every day for 10 to 50 years of our lifetime because it's a staple breakfast food. Why are they putting GMOs in our food? Well, it's more beneficial for them because they lose less money, but it's not beneficial for our health. We need to keep GMOs away from where it matters, our bodies and our digestional tract. So we need to ban the use of GMOs and we need to stop eating them.